Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I haven't filmed in forever. And I'm so happy to be filming again, and I especially am happy to, I don't even know how I feel these days. My emotions are all over the place. Some of you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? Guys, my emotions are all over the place, but I'm so happy to be filming again. And it's a drugstore video. I have not shopped at the drugstore in a while. Like, in a long while. I'm like shop and look and see what they have. See what's new that I haven't seen before. So I did pick up a few products from Walmart. I picked up the new CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. We'll be trying that out. I finally got my hands on the Maybelline Asia Wine Concealer in the deeper shades. I have in the shade Hazelnut. I have the Soda Pop palette by Maybelline, and I have a loose highlighter by L'Oreal. And I also picked up a pressed highlighter from Maybelline. I love the Molten Gold, so I got the peach one as well, but we're not going to be using that today. So we're going to be doing a full face of drugstore makeup. The only thing that is not drugstore is going to be my primer, my face primer, and my brows, but that's okay. So I'm first going to go ahead and we're going to first start out with the eyes. So I got the new Maybelline Soda Pop eyeshadow palette. I just bit my tongue. And this is what that looks like. So I did go ahead and do a video on the Lemonade Craze palette by Maybelline. And you guys know, if you guys watched that video, then you already know how I feel about this one. I wasn't really impressed. This palette was a bit of a letdown. So I'm hoping that this palette won't be that way. Because if it is, I just can't. So I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. And I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 30 Cafe. And you guys know I love this concealer. And I'm just going to use this to prime my lids and get it ready for eyeshadow. I also haven't worn makeup in a few days, you guys. Because I've just been so tired. Like literally late nights, early mornings. Just being focused and motivated. Also, if you guys hear my phone, I'm sorry, but I need to leave it on loud because I'm waiting for like different phone calls to come through. So I need to be able to hear my phone. So this palette is really, really pretty, really full. I'm hoping I get some pigment. So I'm first going to go into the shade Crushing, which is this really nice vivid matte orange. And I'm just going to apply this as my transition. That Lemonade Craze palette was no good. And I'm not really getting much pigment. So I'm going to pick up a lot of product on the brush, not tap it off. I'm not going to lie, I do not have high hopes for this palette. I'm just going to be brutally honest. You know what? It's not drugstore, but on this eye, just so I can see if there's a difference, I don't know. I'm going to add a little bit of my Fenty. So at least I know what my Fenty shadows pop, okay? So, because I'm only getting like a wash of color over here. But if it doesn't pop, I mean, if it doesn't pop on the Fenty, then I know it's the shadow, not the base. If that makes sense. I just really dug in there. And I'm just gonna apply this. Okay. Swirling my brush. It's better. Okay. A lot better. I shouldn't have to dig in it like that to get this pigment, but But now I feel like it's not really blending. Maybelline. I don't remember how much I paid for that palette. I think like $15 or $12. I don't remember. It's not really blending the way I wanted to, but you know what, sis? I feel like that's as good as it's gonna get. So next, I'm gonna dip into this purple shade called Cherry on Top, and it looks so pretty. I'm really gonna get this on my brush. You do get some kick up in the pan, but it's nothing too. So I'm gonna blend this into the crease. This shade actually isn't showing up too bad. Just gonna blend this. Alright, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Root Beer, which is really dark brown. Ooh. This might not be the right brush for that, though. It's okay. And just, this shade showed up really nicely. And just deepen up that outer V a little bit. And then for my lid, I'm gonna take the shade, do I want to use Soda Fizz or Sugar High? Soda Fizz. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is called Soda Fizz. It's a really nice, like, rose gold-ish type of color. And this is a dry brush. Oh, not too bad. Use my finger. Wow, that's pretty. Really pretty. Okay. And then I'm also gonna take this cute shimmery purple in here and just add like a little bit of that. The nice shimmery purple right here. Pigment. Okay. Just to this outer part right here. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into this foundation. All right, CoverGirl. Now, when it comes to drugstore products, I don't really dip and dab into CoverGirl. It's not a brand that I really check for. When I saw not only how many shades they have of this foundation, but that it was transfer proof, full coverage, and matte, I was like, I'll spend that coin. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. It's a comfort matte and transfer resistant. And we're going to test that. Not on this white tee, but we're going to test it. And I have in this shade, and it's 12 Hour. And I have in the shade D80, which is Soft Sable. So I'm going to go ahead and damp my beauty blender, because once again I forgot. So it comes with a pump. I've never used this. I'm going to get 2 pumps, which is a lot, it seems. Now, in the past, I've had good luck shade matching myself, but lately I haven't been able to. Like in the NYX foundation, if you saw that video, I will leave a card for it. I had a hard time And before that with the whole Estee Lauder thing, and like I don't know what's up with me, but I have not been able to shade match myself. Okay, this is pretty full coverage. I've had better full coverage, but we're gonna build it a little bit so that I can really see. This is a really good shade match for me. Very lightweight. I feel like I blended out almost nothing on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 more pumps. And we're gonna try again. Just builds it up a little bit. I like the finish a lot. That I will say. I like the finish. And I didn't use like a real like mattifying primer. I just have on my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I'm like, what do I have on? I'm gonna let it settle for a second. But while it's settling, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my eyebrows. But I do like the finish. So let the foundation sit a little bit. I like the finish. It has nice coverage. I wouldn't really call this full coverage. I'm not feeling too matte right now. I guess that's like the comfort matte in it. I'm not feeling really mattified, but I like the finish and I do like the coverage and the shade. So Adria Wine and Hazelnut. I've been looking all over for this in the deeper shades. And for some reason, how you do this? Do I just keep twisting? For some reason in Brooklyn. Oh, this is really orange. Oh, it's so orange. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit. But it has nice coverage. This is really orange. For some reason in Brooklyn, I could not find the extended shades for this. I don't have time to order it online. I hope it doesn't like... It blends out nice. It just looks really orange. I don't know how I really feel about this CoverGirl foundation. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's not what I expected it to be. Well, how I expected it to look. Even though, like I said, I don't really wear CoverGirl like that. But when I hear full coverage, matte, and all that other stuff, that's what I expect. And it blends out beautifully. And actually, the color is actually settling on top of the color of, like, the color of the concealer is actually settling down really nicely. I know my wig looks a mess, but oh well. I like this concealer. I love the coverage. It blended out beautifully. I'm liking this. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powders, of course. This is my favorite drugstore powders. Like, I have no, I mean, like, I don't even have a want to try anything else. I don't want to get anything on my white t-shirt. Like, I love these powders so much. I'm just gonna go ahead real quick and add some eyeliner using my Maybelline Curvitude. You guys know I love this already. I actually need a new one. Alright guys, so I'm back. So now all I did was add some lashes. Where's my mirror? So all I did was add some lashes and dust off the excess powder. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. For that, I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade... Oh, child. Oh, the sticker is covering it. It's Cocoa. Yeah. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to use... I don't have any new blushes. So I'm going to use my NYX blush in Tuscan. I haven't worn this. That's what it looks like. Really pretty. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to give myself a nice blush. So now we're gonna finish the eyes really quickly. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna use a little bit of Cola Float right here. It's like a warm reddish brown. Oh, that's a pretty color. That's not bad. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of that purple we used right here. Just to give it a little something. Not bad. And then I'm going to take the opposite side of that brush, and on the inner corner I'm going to put a little bit of tonic right here. It's just a really nice shimmery champagne. I'm not going to wet it. I'm just going to pigment. We have pigment. Wow, Maybelline. Okay. So that's it for the eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my face with some setting spray. It's not that I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm so reluctant to try drugstore setting spray. If you know of one, let me know. My sister uses the L'Oreal Infallible one, but I don't like the way that looks on me. I don't like the way it sets my makeup personally. She loves it. I don't like it on me. Highlight. Okay, so y'all fake, because somebody could have told me L'Oreal came out with loose highlighters. I didn't know they came out with this. And they only have 2 shades, which is kind of sucky. This one in a really light, it looked like crystal. That's how light the other shade is. So this is a L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista. In this shade, I think the shade is Shimmerista, because the other one has something else on it. Anyway, this is like $13 at the drugstore. First of all, I love the packaging. And then this is like a rose gold. This camera. Oh, there we go. Hope you guys can see that. You know what I want to compare it to though? My my NARS Orgasm. NARS L'Oreal. Look at that. Let me swatch the NARS one, which you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love that NARS one. I have 2 of those. So NARS is on top, and below it I'm going to swatch, clean finger, I'm going to swatch the L'Oreal. I keep wanting to say Maybelline. So NARS L'Oreal. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but in person I can see it. The L'Oreal one has a slight, it's a little bit lighter in tone, like more of like a light gold undertone. This one's a lot more pinky. But they are almost a spot on dupe. This one is $28 and you get only, this is small, you only get 2.5 grams. This is like $13 and you get 8 grams. So dang near triple the size, but less of the price. And we're gonna try the L'Oreal one. So now we're gonna try the L'Oreal one on the skin. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, L'Oreal. Child. Yeah, this one is not as pink as the NARS one, but they're very, very similar. The NARS one is a little bit more pink. This one's a little bit more gold. I'm freaking obsessed. L'Oreal. Oh my gosh. And it just melts into the skin. It's not emphasizing any of my texture. I'm obsessed. Just gonna add a little bit more on this side. Oh my gosh. I love it. L'Oreal, yes! So now for lips, I'm just going to use one of my Maybelline lip lacquers in the shade Retro. See how this looks. Oh, yes. Oh, it smells like literally like melted chocolate. I've never used this shade before. I did a swatch video on these a long time ago. Like last summer. Alright, everybody. This is the finished face. I'm in shock right now. Alright. Time for final thoughts. Alright. Final thoughts time. First, we're going to start out with the palette. First things first, I feel like you have to use a really tacky base with this palette. I feel like on my eyes, it popped better on the Fenty side than the concealer side. To be honest, if I just had to be honest. But overall, I like this palette. I like it a lot better than the Lemonade Craze. One thing I noticed is I do have both of these. What I'm not a fan of is the mattes. The shimmers are very pretty, but it's really hard to mess up a shimmer if you ask me. But the mattes in these palettes I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do think the mattes in here are a lot better than the mattes in the Lemonade Craze. So if you want to decide which one of these to get, skip the Lemonade Craze. I know it's pretty, but it ain't that great. And get the Soda Pop. I like this one a lot better. I was able to come up with like this purpley, fine, champagne-y look. And I really did enjoy it. The palette is a little messy, but that's okay. These two colors here on the side are really nice. I love these two shimmers that I use. I love that purple, which is Grape Pop. Cherry on Top was okay. Crushing was okay. I'm really interested in using Blue Raspberry, but other than that, it's an overall okay palette, and I would recommend you guys go ahead and pick it up. I will definitely be using this again. Now for the foundation, now that it's like set on my face, first things first, I love the finish. Like, I love the finish. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I would say that it is medium coverage. I would not call this full coverage, even though I feel like my skin looks flawless in this foundation. It's just that I've had more full coverage foundations than this, like the LA Girl foundation, the NYX foundation, the Can't Stop Won't Stop, my ColourPop foundation. Those give me a smidge more coverage, but I love the finish. I can't wait to see how it holds up. Let's try this transfer proof test. So I have a little cotton, clean cotton round. I'm gonna take this side. I'm just gonna go ahead and dab my face. Hold up, baby. Hold up, cable cover girl. Dabbing. Clean. You see a smidge remnants, but other than that, that's all that transferred off, and I like dabbed all over my face. That's amazing. That's amazing. I will say that's amazing. Great shade range. I like it. I like the coverage. I think it's a perfect shade match for me. I love the finish. Like I said, wouldn't call it full coverage, but it is a matte. I would say that it's matte. It is a matte foundation. My face is very matte right now, but it is comfortable. It isn't heavy or cakey. And as you saw, I built this up, so I'm very pleased with that as well. Next, concealer snatched me bald. Like, the whole front of my scalp is missing. This concealer is great. My under eye is like perfect, filtered perfection. I love this. It went on a little orange, but it settled beautifully. I love my under eye. This was worth the wait for me. Again, this is in the shade Hazelnut. I'm going to keep this shade and maybe get one shade lighter as well for days I want to be a little extra highlighted. But for everyday makeup days, I will definitely be using this. I really did like it. I love my under eye. Like, love, 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 love. Everything else I've used before. This right here, y'all gotta get this. Y'all gotta get this. And the shade, I believe, is Shimmerista. The other one has something else on it. If you are medium to dark skin tones, even light skin tones, I feel can wear this because it isn't too pink. It isn't too rosy. It's that perfect balance of rose gold and like a gold champagne. Perfect balance, super pigmented, 8 grams of product. For that price, you're getting so much product. I thoroughly like. So that's pretty much it for me, you guys. Like, I haven't been in the drugstore for makeup in so long, and it feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back in the drugstore buying products again. Let me know down below if you guys want to check these products out. I will try to link everything in the description box. I will do my best to link it. Let me know what you guys think of this look, of this face, of this beat, okay? Check these products out, you guys. I recommend everything that I used today, especially the concealer and the highlighter. Like, I loved everything, but these were the stars for me. I will go ahead and update you guys in the description box on how everything held up. It is now officially like around 1 in the afternoon. I get off work at 1 in the morning. I'm gonna film another video right now also after this, so this foundation is going to be on for at least 13 to 14 hours, so we'll see how it holds up. I will also try to insert a picture here of how it held up at the end of the night for better reference. I love you all to absolute pieces, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah. All right, everybody, so I'm in the storage closet. It's like 11 p.m. I have not touched up, blotted, powdered at all day. And I'm so happy. This foundation still looks beautiful. Literally, I just got a smidge of creasing. But that just happened like this hour. Like I went literally all day with no creasing. So, I have not touched up at all. Of course, I'm oily in here, shiny. But other than that, I'm still pretty kind of matte. Still doing good. I'm really excited. Eye makeup holding up, even though I kept rubbing my eyes all day. I don't know why my eyes are so irritated, but eye makeup is holding up. So I'm gonna check back in when I get home in a couple hours.